Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 810 San Vicente Boulevard in Santa Monica, and I'm preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line system here on the property for Raul Pedraza. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structures. It lies underground and connects the building drain line systems to the public sewer. The building drain line systems then are the portions of the waste drainage piping that are underneath or interior to the structures. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line systems, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line systems, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I was able to locate a couple of 4-inch main sewer line cleanouts for the two main branches of the main sewer line system. Unfortunately, the primary main sewer line cleanout, which is actually here off the back of the building, just outside that bathroom off the kitchen, the cleanout's partially covered by the wall, and it looks like it's probably never been opened. So I'm unable to open that one without potentially damaging the wall itself, so we're not going to do that. And then the second cleanout is more over here off the back addition of the house, kind of on the inside part of that yard there, outside that bathroom addition there, and it too is frozen shut, so I can't get that open. So we're going to be a little bit limited on our access. What I'm going to do here to start is I'm going to drop down through this 4-inch waste vent. This is a vent pipe that penetrates the roof, comes up from the horizontal drain lines under the structure. This is going to drop us in underneath the mid-hallway bathroom here of the main house. And we're going to run out and tie into that primary line that's going to run through the backyard, probably under the guest area, out to the public sewer under the alley. We'll go ahead and drop in, get into the horizontal pipe. We're going to look at as much as we can from here, and then get an idea of what we may or may not see as far as the piping we're not going to be able to see, and how important it'll be to suggest removing toilets or anything like that that would require getting into other portions of the system. So what we're pushing through here is original cast iron piping. We're going to push out about 20-25 feet to tie into that primary branch of the main sewer line. Now, the cast iron piping materials typically were expected to have a service life in the 70 to 80 year range. So, a pipe like this is nearing the end of its useful service life. Now, it's very common in this area to have cast iron pipe through the backyard all the way out to the alley, and sometimes even out under the alley to the public sewer connection. So, what I'm really looking for here in this original cast iron piping is going to be any signs of failures occurring. One of the ways that I really can tell how old the system is by watching the water that I have running here, seeing if it's clearing up nicely or if there's a bunch of mud getting washed down as I push the camera along. That's an indication that the bottom of the pipe's actually wearing out. Any failures that I would see would be potential root intrusions also. These roots would be penetrating the walls of the pipe. But what I'm seeing here is the water is staying pretty dirty, and little pockets in the bottom of the pipe where the camera actually drops underwater. So that tells me there's standing water and debris inside this line at all times, various areas, which is also going to accelerate the deterioration. We're seeing heavy to excessive rust and scale, and right here we have an earthworm coming through the wall of the pipe. You can actually see him crawling into a hole there. So this pipe has been breached and penetrated here in a few areas. The reason we're probably not seeing roots is because there's not really any trees in this area. Alright, just up ahead here, this is where our bathroom addition is tying in. Got water running in both areas so that I can see these intersections. And it looks like we've just been running pretty much straight through the backyard. Should be traveling underneath the guest area slab here shortly. And hopefully pretty soon coming towards the back of the property. Alright, so here we're starting to see the penetrations of roots running down through these branch lines here. So just further evidence that this line is beginning to fail. Alright, making a slight turn here. And now back to the left. Alright, changing pipe materials here to a clay. And hard to see the way this is running. And I don't know as if this is public sewer or if this is a lateral pipe. But now we're around too many turns. Underwater, so I can't see much. Okay. Coming up on a drop here. Maybe it's going to drop us into public sewer. Might be, but we just got too many turns to get all the way through this line. Now the clay piping materials that we're in now are very common underneath the public areas like streets and walkways and alleys. Unlike the cast iron piping, these clay pipes were expected to have a long service life. Being a natural material, they aren't expected to deteriorate in the ground in the same fashion that the older cast iron pipes did. But they are fairly brittle in nature and do have a high potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. So definitely would be looking for any significant cracks or breaks, significant offsets or separations at the joints. Now it does look here that we're dropping down into the public sewer. You see the higher volume of water there off to the left here. You can kind of catch glimpses of it here and there. Unfortunately, in a vertical drop like this, it's hard to see anything. But we're definitely seeing root intrusions occurring in this clay line. That's a fairly common condition in these older clay pipes, and normally we're suggesting that they can be maintained with regular sewer line cleaning. but left unmaintained for extended periods, they can create blockages in a system and potentially damage a pipe. Obviously, with the roots causing slow drainage and debris buildup through here, we're unable to really see the joints or the pipe itself really well to assess whether these roots would actually cause any damage. That makes it a little difficult, but anyways, no obvious signs of breaks through here. But what we're looking at essentially is a replacement of the original cast iron piping, both underground outside the structure and very much likely all of the drain lines under the structure as well, which in this case, being an older slab construction home, would require, likely to require, saw cutting of the floors in certain areas. So we need to discuss that with the qualified and reputable plumbing contractor as far as how to design the system. So at this point, it's basically everything we're going to need to see to be able to make our recommendations. I'm going to conclude the video portion of the examination and go track and locate the end of this cast iron pipe to find out how deep it is, and give me a better idea of an estimated upgrade cost, which we will include a reflection of industry standard pricing in our written report. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.